I know that I have no problem with the piston crown. Yeah, it's still intact. So it's a good tune after all. I did have a good tune, except for the boost cut. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is how to do a compression check, which is I am going to perform it into my G23vtec. This will tell me if any mechanical conditions on the upper side, which is like the piston rings, head gaskets, valve stem seals, and all that. I am not having a loss of power, but I am going to do a compression check because I am thinking about taking her back to a dyno session. Just in case I decided to go, then at least I will know the mechanical condition of all those things, especially the head gaskets. And I am simply just going to follow the service manual from Haynes and some information that I need to know as far as the compression limits. And this is for H22A1 right there, and it's about 185. That's normal, and minimum is 135, and I have a 28 psi variation between the highest and the lowest reading that I am going to get. The service manual is for a 93 or 93 to 95, or it goes up to 2000 also, which is basically you can use some of this information. And that's for the H23A1 compression. It's a little bit lower on H23A, which is 178 normal. Minimum is 135, and variation is the same as 28 psi. This is for a Civic, and the specs for the Civic is there, 184 psi standard. Minimum is 135 and 28. I will be doing two compression check, two procedures. This is cold right now. I have not run this motor, and then later on I am going to warm her up, which is bring it to a normal operating temperatures, just like what it said right there, that the engine must be at normal operating temperatures and the battery must be fully charged. Being I have a sleeve block and aftermarket CP pistons, something about the material on that aluminum is different. That when it expands, it just differently. So you will, well, we will see what's the difference between doing a cold compression check and bring the motor to a normal operating temperatures. That is why it's very important to set your piston rings, the gap, according to manufacturer specs, especially if you are running turbo. Okay, that's for number one cylinder. 130. And that's 135. I gotta make a note of this. Number 3. And that's 130 on cylinder number 3. And you know, this is also a review for my Odyssey P680 battery. This will tell me how many cranks I can get out of that. So also a good time to be doing this compression test. All right, so that's for a number 4. All right, that's 145. Number 4 is 145. Number 4 is a little bit higher. So next, I am going to put it back together, get her warmed up, put the motor in normal operating temperatures, and do the same thing. And you'll be surprised how much difference it would have. You know, before I put everything back together, let me show you also that the spark plugs will tell if your engine is running normal. So that's how it look. This is for number 1, number 2. Okay, the only difference is the number 2 is a little bit thinner. So I'm not sure if that's being lean. Yeah, the other 3 are, I say it's normal. And also it's a good idea if you have a service manual. Well, it's easy to get some information on the internet nowadays. So, but these ones have this common spark plug conditions, and that's normal right there. And if you have a oil consumption, this will also tells you what it look, pre-ignition, too hot, and all that. Detonations right there, which is something important to us. Turbocharged motor. But to me, it looks okay. So I can just go ahead and put this thing back. Cool. It's gonna be a while for the temperature to go up. But as far as the Odyssey P680 battery, the small battery that I have on there, it's right on. Yeah, I can get a lot of cranks out of that. Because I remember asking someone at the car meet one time, I was asking him, hey, how many cranks can you get out of that? But he never answered me back. The only thing that he said was a good question. So now we know how much crank I can get out of that. All right. So yeah, I'll wait till it goes up a little and I'll come back. You see how hot it is. Not yet. So what I got here, this is my Borescope. This is extra. Hopefully I can include this on this video. But why this piston is here, this is my previous G23 turbo build, which is the one that gave out. And since I'm doing the compression on this one, remember I was telling you guys about the mechanical conditions, and I want to check. I'm going to use this Borescope and check this area, the crown area. I think what happened here is I had a detonation and this crown here gave out, as you can see on this the other pistons here. Yeah, the discoloration. Yeah, this piston have a Cerakote on there. That's why the discoloration. Yeah, this one is a little bit different than on that corner right there. But basically, that's what I'm checking. The crown right here. Make sure it's still within. If you have a condition of, well, if you have an old catch can and it's smoking a lot, even at idle, you might have a piston ring or a groove that is cracked or something like this. Yeah, the vapor is passing through and it just come right out of the catch can. That's what happened here. The thermostat open. Yeah, it's already hot. Yeah, there you go. All right, so that's my cue. I will let it run for like maybe a minute or two. That way have everything circulate. The hot water on there. I'm gonna shut her down. So I'll be doing the same thing again, disconnecting it and getting set up. I'm getting a 170. That's for number one. That's a difference. So 170. Okay, again, go ahead. Okay. And that's 170 also. So 170, 170. This is for number 3. Go ahead. Okay. And that's also 170. Okay, go ahead. Okay. I thought I saw it pegged to 180, but now that's what it is. It's 170. All right. Well, that's good to know. So everything is 170, 170. I know number 4, I thought I saw it pegs to 180, but I'm just gonna call it 170. But look how much difference I got. It's 40 psi between cold and warm. That's normal operating temperature. That's normal. 40 psi. So if you really are concerned about how much compression that you're supposed to get on your motor, just get it to normal operating temperatures, just like what the instructions say. And also the throttle valve has to be in a wide open position while you're doing it, while you're cranking it at the same time. Okay, there's some instructions here that I am going to skip, or it doesn't apply to me. It's because of right there, number 10, if the readings are below normal, add some engine oil, about 3 squirts. Yeah, there's no reason for me to do that. I'm not getting any high oil consumption, and I'm within the range, 170. Remember, H22 is 189, if I'm not mistaken, or 185, or the Civic is 184. So I'm right there. That's high enough for me. It's not really a low compression motor. I think I'm pushing maybe 9 to 8 compression on this one. And like I said, step 11 doesn't apply to me. And if two adjacent cylinders have equally low compression, which is, I don't have any problem. And number 13, if one cylinder is about 20% lower than the other, which is mine is all the same all across the board, I'll skip that one. And then number 15, if compression is way down or varies greatly between cylinders, it would be a good idea to have a leak down test performed by an automotive repair shop, which does not apply to me. So next is this, my Borescope. I am making sure that the crown is not broken or anything. Right there, that's the exhaust valve right there. That's the crown. No pieces off yet, so that's a good thing. That's good. And this is intake. That's good right there on the right corner. And the other side is right there. That's good. Okay, that's good thing. Number 2. Alright, it's got some carbon deposits on there. The crown is good. That's the exhaust valve. Alright, let me give it a turn. That's the intake right there, right corner. That's good. And the other side, it's also good right there. Alright, the cylinder walls, let me see if I could bend that tube a little. Let's see if we could check the cylinder walls. Come on. Yeah, I can only right there. You could still see the cross hatch. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but that's right there. So alright, so that's good. Number 3, it's right there. Alright, it's got a small carbon deposit on there. The crown is good. The piston, nothing's missing. That's the exhaust side. Alright, right there, which is a good thing. Nothing's missing. That's good. Alright, let me turn it right there. Nothing. Where's the other side? Okay, that's good. And there. Okay, number 4. Right, that's intake. Nothing's missing right there. Looks good. This side is good also. Yeah. And the exhaust side, it's good, it's good. There. Yeah. That's the exhaust side right there. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good good tool to have. So what I'm gonna do now is put everything back together and remember the my review on my battery. So the last crank will be trying to get her started, and you saw it. I did like 8 cranks on this thing, like within 2 to 3 minutes intervals, and no problem. Actually, it will be 10 cranks because 2 start and 4 times checking the compression. Okay, I think I'm ready. This is the last crank. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here, and thanks for watching guys. I'll see you guys back. Bye bye. Alright, well, that battery is not bad at all. You know, we get 10 cranks out of that. Cool, man.